We all know tour pros get their hands on the latest gear before everybody else. FootJoy have just launched a new Pro SL shoe for 2017. Some of its players have been wearing it as far back as the Open Championship at Royal Troon. Now, we've caught up with Russell Laws, one of the main men at FootJoy Europe, to find out exactly how the tour seeding process works.
You mentioned the Open. That is where we really do first seed our new product launches for the following year to the tour players. They obviously love it, they love getting their hands on the new product. Pro SL and HYPERFLEX was the main shoe that we launched at the Open, but we also do some Open inspired MyJoys as well at the same time, because guys love to add a little bit of colour into their Open wardrobe. So yeah, the Open is generally the time that we would start launching a shoe like Pro SL. And in terms of timing, Pro SL will start shipping into accounts from the 1st of February. So you can see it's quite a long time in advance that consumers are going to see this type of product on tour players' feet. And what that does, it creates a little bit of demand ahead of that product landing in store. So as soon as this lands in shops, hopefully it's going to start flying off the shelves, and the early responses we've seen on social media is it's going to be a winner for 2017. It's generally a big wow, and with this being a kind of a follow-on and next generation of HYPERFLEX casual, that was a product that was already loved by tour players anyway. So with a new improved upper, keeping that fantastic traction outsole, they couldn't wait to get it onto their feet. So it's generally a big wow. When can I get it is the next question, because we can't, when we first seed the product, we can't supply everybody with the product. But as you say, those high caliber tour players such as Lee Westwood, Rafa Cabrera-Bello, they're the type of guys that are going to be first into this product. It would really be first sight of this product would be at the Open. So the product guys, they like to develop the product. There will be involvement from some tour players with regards to, do you like the look of this upper? But we've got some fantastic product guys who know what's right for both tour players and for amateur golfers at the same time. So yeah, the Open is the big day for us on the European Tour, especially, where we will be seeding all of our new. Very closely. It's obviously, our product development is over in the US, so the US PGA Tour is generally where they will work with PGA Tour players on new products. And again, we want to get early feedback from tour players about the product. We want to make sure that it performs just as good and better than anything that's gone before it, and this is a product that definitely does that. It does vary between player. You'll get guys like Adam Scott, who for the last few years has been wearing DNA. Adam's now jumped into a product such as this, a spikeless performance shoe. Absolutely loves the performance, and we won't see Adam in anything but Pro SL. You'll also get people like, as I mentioned, Rafa Cabrera-Bello. You'll see him jumping between Pro SL and HYPERFLEX. Rafa's a very athletic guy, fits perfectly with both shoes. We do a lot with shoe fitting, and we find that Rafa's kind of a dual balance person. He doesn't need mobility or stability, because he offers that himself, because he's such an athletic player. So Rafa benefits from both a stable product like Pro SL, but also a mobile product such as HYPERFLEX. They do. Say our tour players generally know what size they are. It was a good experience. We went and did shoe fitting with them up at the Open last year, and 9 out of 10 of those guys are in the right shoe. As you'd expect, they want to get every ounce of performance out of the golf shoe, and they know the benefits that wearing the right shoe has to their game. So as you'd expect, tour players know their size, and that's why FootJoy is getting out with the amateur golfer to ensure they're in the right size shoes, so they perform their best when they're on course. At the beginning of the season, they will get seeded with quite a few different pairs of shoes. Generally they'll like a white shoe and a black shoe, which isn't always great for us from a TV point of view, but it's one that when they're travelling, it matches a lot of outfits, so it means they don't have to take lots of different pairs of shoes. But as you'd expect with tour players, when they need a product, FootJoy are there to supply the product to them. So those guys will be wearing this type of product from the moment they get up to the moment they go to bed. They're on their feet all day, every day, playing on the range. You know, their shoes are going to get more wear and tear than the average golfer, so they'll wear through their shoes quicker. But we've got plenty of shoes to look after those guys to ensure that they're looking as smart as they can do every time they're on course. Taking with them, I would have thought they would take, and it kind of depends how the follow-on tournament is. If they're away for 2 or 3 weeks, they're probably going to take 3 or 4 pairs and rotate them. That's going to make sure the shoes are performing to their best, and it gives them time to breathe in air. If it's just a one-off tournament, they'll probably take 2 pairs with them, and it's generally a white pair and a black pair. Our strategy is to ensure that we're working with tour players to get the most out of their game. We will never tell a tour player, this is a shoe you have to wear from a marketing point of view. You know, we're a product first company and a performance first, so we want to make sure that players are wearing the product that's right for their game and a shoe that makes them perform at their best. So we never say to a tour player, this is a product you have to wear. If they do get free reign on the catalogue. Pro SL is the one that's head and shoulders above at the moment, but you've got closely behind that Icon, especially in the MyJoys, to ensure that they can match those outfits, and HYPERFLEX closely behind. So yeah, tour players are very lucky. They get whole access to our catalogue and pretty much as many pairs as they need throughout the season. Maybe not what they want, what they need.